Can you imagine? We were in a restaurant together, and
Yes.
people were just seeing us that, oh, this is why these black people maybe are. They have no papers.
Yes.
They're immigrants. They are not working. They're depending on the government money.
Yeah.
Maybe they are musicians. Maybe they are just
Any person,
anything.
like, yeah.
But why are they in this restaurant? Why do they have the money to be here? This is not their space. They're supposed to be somewhere else.
Yes.
But really, we black people, when we have white people in Africa, how do we really? Do we welcome them like this? Do we really welcome them like that?
I've never really seen that happening, because all I know, of course, there is that word we normally call muzungu, 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 which is not something abusive in one way or the other, but it's rather this kind of like tattoo we've instilled on anyone who looks that way. Yeah?
Muzungu.
Muzungu, muzungu. Yeah.
It's a definition of someone who just keeps on
Walking without any specific target. You're just walking everywhere.
Yeah, you just walk around.
Yeah.
Aimlessly.
Yeah.
That's muzungu. Unazunga in Swahili.
Yeah.
That's onazunga.
Kuzungazunga, yeah.
Kuzungazunga.
Kuzunguka.
Kuzunguka. So the muzungu, kuzunguka. So that's the thing. So people call them muzungu, muzungu.
Yeah.
But we don't say it with the bad history.
I see this as in, we've both worked in projects and everything, you know, where you kind of like sometimes have, you have a volunteer coming, and the volunteer is carried like as if they are going to really heal the whole world or the whole community right
in
there.
Africa.
You know, right there. So sometimes I really have a feeling that people back home are really so happy to have them around, but when we come here, it's the total opposite of what we get. It's the total opposite of the treatment we get when we come here. But of course, this also takes you back to the history. There's that side of it of really being happy to have someone from a different culture, someone with a different look, because it makes them unique. So they become so interesting that everyone wants to be a friend to them. You want to get to know about the community, where they come from and all that, as in most of those people I grew up with. Yeah. So long as I can, as far as I can remember, everyone wanted to really get to have a friend from Europe.
Yeah, because
they wanted to really get to know about their culture. They wanted to get to know about whether what they watch in movies is really true, you know, like just getting to know, right?
The thing they will always ask a white person, oh, are you a tourist?
Yes.
They will always ask you that question if you're a white person in Africa. Are you a tourist? They will ask you, oh, are you an investor?
Yeah.
They will ask you that. Can you imagine asking a volunteer who has not even gone to university, but just from high school?
Yeah.
Are you an investor? And they're like, no, I'm a volunteer. Then they also ask you, okay, you are an expert. In which area? Can you imagine? Just because of your color, they call you expert.
I even remember in the community, one of those things I made in those works I did with German volunteers back in Uganda. You know, that even the biggest bosses around still go ahead to give them that position of importance, that even just painting, you know, just painting the wall, they tell, that you want to do good, the other ones are better. So they have to know what is better for us. They're good at making everything. So for us, we are not.
So that's the thing.
You know?
They have put it in our system.
Yes.
Politically, educationally, they developed a system that will make you, even your fellow black people, you will start to
distrust each other. Yes. As a small god, and forgetting actually that the power that will develop you and your own communities within you.
Can you imagine? You go to the airport, you are two, you and the white person. Airport in Uganda will make a white person access the services better than a black person, just because you're white. We can't enjoy that here. Here, you're a black person.
Who minds about you?
Who minds about you?
Yeah, actually, it's even to your disadvantage that when you come, I remember in 2015, when I came for my volunteer service, and what happened? This guy pulled the line and he said, whoever has a red passport, the other side, so those are the European Union citizens, you know? So they were put in a special line, so they were left to go. They were left to go. And whoever had a different passport that wasn't a red one, we also made a special line, and these guys controlled our passports. And it depended on where you came from, actually. For some countries, they let you go, actually. So they saw people from the USA. You saw American passports, they let them go. I don't know people from, I don't know which country, like let's say Egypt. They were also handled with some kind of like respect. And here I was, I don't know if it was something really personal, but I came and the guy asked me, where you go? And this guy made me so angry that I looked at him in the face. I told him, I came for a volunteer service. I'm going to be here for 1 year.
Why?
You know? And he wanted to really know where actually I would be working.
Yeah.
And this thing of who's going to pick me, he wanted to know. I told him, yeah, they're already waiting for me. Yeah?
Give me the number, give me the address.
Luckily, he didn't ask for that. But he sent me to then the glass window. I went to the glass window and he had checked to see if I had the visa. Yeah, I saw it. He approved of that. Then I showed him also my invitation letter for the volunteer service. He saw it and he sent me to the window. So that was the final gate where, from which I had then to exit the airport to go to the arrival room, right? So this guy also asked me, where are you going and why are you here? I told him the same thing I told the officer before, but then I was like, you know, how stupid is that? Why do you even make me answer the same questions, the other side that I would actually have to answer at the window? What does that show you? It's this thing of power. They don't mind. They don't give a damn about what status you have because you're not one of them.
You are black. Simplicity.
Ochitegera.
Olikadugala.
Toina joraga.
It's a story that was later.
Olikadugala. Yoyambala bidugala. Omutima muduga. Buli kimu.
Period.
Some of them got completely nothing here in Germany. Nothing.
But when they go back, they visit us in Africa, they're like taken like queens and kings.
Of course, even the value of their money. The euros in Uganda, look at right now. A euro is at 4,200 shillings. 1 euro.
The way I see that we Africans here, we are given a stereotype that is first negative. And then when the white people are home, in my country, even us, we protect them.
And that is what the thing will be. Like, they brought a system that systematically broke you down to the level of actually accepting whatever they do to you and taking it as something normal because they have the right to do whatever they want. So for us, it seems normal.
That's the systematic.
And it's a systematic arrangement that has killed generations of people. And most especially if we have this academic kind of system. It's not actually built by us, but in the case of Uganda, the academic system was built by England. So they chose what had to be taught in Uganda, like for example in the history classes, what had to be taught in Uganda and what wasn't supposed to be taught in Uganda. And there were lots of things that they kept out of that curriculum.
And this curriculum that was developed by the white people, the Europeans, the colonialists, and it's the same curriculum system that we are using up to date that takes us nowhere. As much as we are trying to fight for our fighting against racism when we're in Europe, we can't fight that. When I tell my brother back home or sister that, these people are racist here, they take me like this, but they are going to say, the white people here at home, they are doing good stuff for us. Yeah.
You know? Of course, those are the few who really want to do something, but it's not that whoever comes in to help you and is from this side of the world really wishes you the best. Some of them are there to build their CVs. They can't do that in their community because they don't have the possibility. Yeah. When they go back to Uganda and they have, let's say, a group of 5 friends, a group of 2 friends or some family members who are willing to support them, being that Uganda is not an expensive country, the money they get out of all those fundings they get becomes too big that it can help quite a number of people and brings us to the thought
that they are helping.
That they are really helping us. But we have to know.
They are using the system.
There are many people who are using the system to build a curriculum for themselves. To make that sense of importance that they don't have back home in Europe.
because it was designed that they will support them because they are coming to Africa to help Africans, to help black people.
Yeah.
But you will not come from Africa and say, hey, I'm coming from Africa to help Europeans. Everyone look at you, what's your problem? Why? What have you come to do here? Why are you here?
Exactly.
This is the thing. By the way, guys, I just to remind you, subscribe if you have not subscribed, like and share. That's the thing. So, to summarize up this, because we don't want to take so much time.
Yeah.
So what is the last thing we would like to just share out there?
I think one thing I would like to share out there is for everyone to know, that we have such a very, very strong power in us as black people. We got a very, very strong power. We don't want to fight no one, but we are fighting to take that belongs to us. Part of which is also like the recognition and acceptance that we are also part of the movement. We are part of the community. Yeah? So the thing here is go claim. Claim those things. Go into those spaces. Feel free to go. Who tells you what to do and not what to do, and not what to do? Who tells you that? Yeah? You're not hurting anyone by sitting in a restaurant. You're not hurting anyone by taking on some kind of like study. Do what you feel makes you happy.
We are black people. We are living in Europe. Let us do anything because we are able to do anything regardless of what. No one should tell that this, oh no, you're black, you can't do this. No, you are from Africa, you can't do this. No one can tell you that. No one should tell you that. Decide what you want to do.
Yeah.